with the otters. Right, so, yes, we are Despot of Crimea, which comes as a really rather random collection of bits. I don't think that's my war, but let's just check. Yes, that is my boss's war, and hence not my problem, gov. So, what is the current state of the laws of the Byzantine Empire? That's not what I want.
Yes, I did have a thought about that, which was, I remember as Emperor of Norway, it was occasionally inconvenient for you that kingdoms under you had laws, had crown authority levels that didn't allow you to revoke their titles.
Ooh,
You may wish to consider whether you want to arrange that, even if you can't do anything about the imperial laws, you can arrange that the more local laws are, that your kingdom laws are restrictive enough.
Right. So what set of things do I need the kingdom laws to be to...
Well, I think I think you want to look at the crown authority if you can. So I think the crown authority level determines whether the emperor can revoke your kingdom title in particular.
So revocation of titles disallowed with autonomous vassals.
So yes, but I think if you go to low, that will prevent. Well, actually, what does medium say then? I may actually have to look this up. That doesn't tell you because it doesn't. They don't. Let me look it up.
Yeah. Anyway, let's...
Because I think what it may be that you're low enough anyway, but I think you might need to want to go down a level.
Or two.
Well, you can only move one level at a time.
Yeah, but you know, I still...
So, right, yes. So, title revocation is only impossible at autonomous vassals.
Yeah.
It would only be interesting to drop from medium to low for title revocation purposes if you were an infidel from the point of view of your liege, because that would because he gets free title revocation at medium from infidels, but never free title revocation from co-religionists, and you only prevent title revocation from co-religionists all the way down to autonomous vassals. I don't think there is. I think thus there isn't actually any great urgency, assuming that the no war between vassals uses the empire law and not the.
It does use the empire. Well, no. Well, I can declare war on other people, so.
Within the empire?
Within the empire, yeah.
Even though your crown authority is medium? And the empire crown authority is medium?
Is low. Empire
right.
crown authority is low currently.
Sorry, yours is?
Mine is medium, theirs is low.
Okay. I suspect that may actually be roughly where you want it.
Yeah.
That means your vassals can't go to war with each other, but you can go to war with other vassals of the empire.
Yep. Right, hello. I think it's time to go to war with one of my co-vassals. Since I can't get my actual thing back, to try and take some of Kefalonia that is de jure mine. I mean, I feel like... Ooh, hang on, you've got a pact. Who with? You're a little bit scary. What about Trebizond? And do you have any good pacts? You don't have any good pacts, although you have slightly more people than me, but much less gold than me. Well, let's go on the general principle that I go up against the feeblest thing and hope to get enough people with it, or not, eventually to accrue enough stuff to... although maybe I should wait a little bit, because my vassal levies are a little bit depressed. Yes. Well, let's see if we can cheer our vassal up a bit. Let's just check that we've got all of our mine titles filled up. Improve my keeps yet. End plot. Let's decline. I am currently leading the succession thing for the Byzantine Empire, so obviously I'm not going to stop plotting to kill the Emperor. Why would I do that? How are we doing? Yes. Oh, I'm cheering up considerably. So, family. Right, well, I mean, he could do better, but equally he could do worse. What a pity little Pelagios is not my heir. Ooh, hang on. No, I need to rule another, 3 or 4 years. And then I can move to elected Gavelkind, and then I can contemplate putting, Right, hooray. Give me a second. Right. Let's upgrade Kuma Tribe to a castle. Right, there we are. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. I need a new ambition. Apparently I can try and become a paragon of virtue. Well, that's the only legitimate ambition I have, so... let's give it a go. Right, so... I can now stick... my person onto proselytizing some random bit of Crimea that's mine. I've got a new doge. Okay, I've now got quite a bit of the Byzantine Empire in Africa.
I think that was about that size. Oh, you've got it.
Yes.
What? What?
I don't know, but I'm not going to complain. I'm just going to be very confused by it. Right, okay. So... people are plotting to kill me. Probably, in fact, my emperor. Wow. So, how are we doing on cheering up our vassals? Not too badly. How is my plot going? My plot power's dropping. Yeah, let's disband my plot. I mean, it's not like emperors of the Byzantine Empire have like the world's best lifespan. I feel pretty lucky to have been able to get out of it alive, to be perfectly honest. I think there should be some kettle and some fruit mentos.
I think there should be some Ruben cows.
I think there could be, yes.
Wow.
I'm just trying to help somebody on a group with being a stick.
So, Pelagios, my little cousin. Okay, I mean, you've not turned out brilliantly, but you've not turned out terribly either. Right. My vassals are no longer pissed off. Therefore, it is probably time to go to war with somebody. If I can. Right, so, anyway, Trebizond, you say. Trebizond. Right, declare war. There we go. Well, this is an exercise in creatively working out where exactly all my holdings are. See, which one was actually the capital of Trebizond? Okay, that is the capital there. Okay, well, that's good to know. Speaking of which, do I have anyone with Need boots.
Each
Do you have boots? Ooh, you lot as well. Right, yeah. Should probably go somewhere.
Okay, I have finished trying to do a thing, and now I can run the thing.
Is that really the most balanced unit? Okay, that is the best balance that I can get with that. That is a bit rubbish, but nevertheless, that is the best we can do. Together in a sensible location. So, oh, where is me? I'm going to suffer from a river crossing penalty. I don't think that's going to be a problem. Oh, okay, I'm not going to suffer from a river crossing penalty because Form's decided to go the other way, which is probably sensible. I mean, I'm working up to try to take the county of Crimea back from Kefalonia.
There is Trebizond inside the Empire.
Yes. I'm taking advantage of the fact that we have oh bollocks! Kefalonia has just been inherited by the Byzantine Emperor. Which is not really what I wanted, because I don't actually want to go to war with the Byzantine Emperor.
Well, he may be without him.
He may.
Also, food.
What manner of mintoage?
Half pack, please.
Half pack.
Okay. I have the
So,
Duke.
about wanting to get.
Okay.
Like if you redraw the map, you will find that now your territory is a bit bigger.
Okay, that's got me the Duchy of the County of Crimea, which is what I wanted. Actually, no. Let's leave you there besieging things. And now rearrange things a bit. Where are you going? You're going. Okay, so it looks like you're going to try and attack me. Probably. Or not. Let's... Okay, let's not that. Let's wait for them to run away. Let's take time a bit fast. Right, now there we've locked. Let's bring that lot over there, and I can bring them all together over here, and then I will have an advantage.
So remind me, preferences pink, then orange, then yellow in top to bottom.
Yeah. Absolutely not. Now I can go over there. Where is my siege leader, and why is he not leading my siege? Kill.
We've got 5 minutes then, should we do that?
I'm resting it currently, okay?
Yes.
Okay, so you ready to hang on, boys? I've reached the door now, so you can move downstairs.
I'll do one at a time because I can't get my knees at these moments. Onwards.
Oh, go on, let's participate in the tournament. It's a laugh in it.
I've got quite a lot of books from Europe. And at work I've discovered I can use them computers.
Oh, you've worked with it?
Yeah.
What at work you've got on the Europe?
No, at work I've discovered I can use work computers for the US. Well, mostly not computers actually, mostly tape drives and such like.
Or do you remove this?
I have no idea where you're going and what you're playing at.
These I managed to get one of the white ones, it's way towards this upstairs on my it was anything we were using. And this is
I have biscuits because I've got.
okay?
Yep, that's fine.
You go and I can follow, but
I have to be slightly careful how high it goes because it hits the roof. Right.
for some reason this time I think some of these shuffling on. Oh, the surface on the those shells seems a little bit rippy. Want to rest the key back while I walk smartly?
Once I can get past it.
That's true. You weren't planning on seeing me while at work tomorrow, were you?
I could probably hope. Okay, so having fabricated a claim, that lot, let's damn it. Still, at least I didn't injure myself or anything like that. Realistically, I'm just waiting for them to cross the river and then I'll go and attack them before they can besiege anything back. Okay, where are you going? You think you're going that way, do you? Well, I think I'm going over there. What I wanted to do.
Like the forecast for Saturday and Monday are basically exactly the same, only a degree lower on Monday. 18 to 19 versus the 17 to 18. So do you have a preference for when to do fine?
Mildly on Saturday maybe, but I will be being phoned by State, which I might not be on Monday.
It's true. Jacob's pondering a Calspedition, which he thought of for Sunday or possibly Monday. Well, pick a day and I'll forward, like I sent them out from last time. Or do you have a preference for Sunday or Monday? Well, Monday, of course, people are working the following day.
Yes.
Saturday they're not. They're probably Saturday.
It's true. And of course I will be up at 8 o'clock
On Tuesday.
that day.
So the mail, usual Sunday people, yes, I assume.
Yeah.
Right.
It's okay, I've got the right lot. Okay, that was a pretty good battle. Right, let's swap you out for you. Siege leader. Oh dear, something's happened to one of my commanders. Fortunately, I've got a spare command. Yeah. I might have to exit siege and go and give them a bit of a kicking, because that is a large enough number to besiege some of their stuff back. On the other hand, they're still running away, so
Big one. That's a good one.
yeah, let's go there. Okay, I've decided to try and besiege my stuff briefly. I'm not sure that's going to go as well for you as you might hope. Ah, bless, you're trying to besiege. You were trying to besiege your back, now you've decided to wander off again. Okay. Right. 100% will score release of the otter. There we go. Another bit successfully nibbled. So, how are we doing? We have some troops. How many troops does Abydos have? So, how much cash does he have? Not that much, and no pacts. Now, his stuff is mostly held. Okay. So, try and let things recover a little bit. Not too long, because and have a look. We can afford some improved keeps. No, I'm not going to induct my son into my secret faith. New command and danger. He'll do.
Have you given out anything on the topic?
I did do a check earlier, but I'll do another one. Right, I think it's probably time to upgrade to some even bigger castle walls. Because that is taking my cash down rather low.
think he just got dead.
He did just drop dead.
New leader, not my prestige.
Yeah.
Small lady. Short range donkey.
Yep.
Suggest that means now is the time to teach the little.
Yes, I'm just checking my own levies. I've still got a bit of a penalty for having raised my vassal levies too long, but I think you're quite right, and let's hang on, let's just check pacts. Okay, right. Yeah. Hello, I'd like Abidostos. Please. Oh yeah, you lot. I've forgotten about you lot. Let's do better, Captain Speedy. Turn down time a bit. Have a quick look at functions.
Conveniently, you can't see the encounter you're massively.
Yes.
I can't tell how many people you've got there. No.
Yeah. Big difficulty is that everywhere, so many places are mountainous. I don't, unless I can lure him in to attack me. I don't actually want him to. I don't actually want to fight him in the mountains. Damn it, your movement locked. But I can glue you lot together and bring you lot in there. And Recharge. And I will get the defensive advantage.
They've changed their minds.
It's looking a little bit better. I was about to go, why is it relevant about instituting limited crown authority in Georgia? Then I remembered that in fact my capital is technically in Georgia. For reasons. So you lot, I think. Okay, well since you have to go through there, let's do that. Going straight there.
Is it worth hitting that 245 before the...
It is mountains.
Yeah, you've got a fair...
You've got a fair advantage.
advantage. Like, if you can get them before those 2,000, then
That's true. We'll thin that out a little bit.
obviously if you can't get them before those 2,000, then
This will turn out to be a terrible mistake. Should be alright. It feels very odd that I'm zealous with a secret religion. Surely if I'm that zealous I shouldn't be able to have a secret religion. I should be.
Was you zealous, or might your son becoming zealous?
Yeah,
Was
but
he
I
zealous
think
as well?
I'm pretty sure the reason we're getting that is because I'm. Oh no, I'm not. Okay. Okay, evil there. Okay. Yes. That's the problem. Which is almost everywhere around here is mountainous. So.
Oh, so win it by 100%.
Yeah, but the problem here is, of course, basically, as soon as I besiege somewhere, and then I sod off and do something else, then, yes. I don't have quite enough numbers to really want to fight in the mountains.
No. Except in a defensive position.
Well, yeah, obviously. I have plenty if I want to fight in defensive position. I don't really have enough if I want to actually take it on the attack. Unless they lose quite a lot in sieging places. I mean, I can hire some mercenaries because I wouldn't need very many to tip the balance. So it's even okay. He's besieging one of my bits, mostly because I don't know where my bits are. Yeah, I think I'm going to hire.
Well, Ian and Claire are busy with nephews on Saturday.
Yes, are camels useful?
Jacob's also busy on Saturday. Maybe it should be Sunday or Monday.
Or Monday, yeah, can do. I don't know. How do I find out if camels are useful?
If you mouse over the territory, maybe only for actually looking at.
Essentially, the interesting question, because different things are differently useful in different terrains, and I think camels are good, as you might expect,
In desert.
They may be quite bad in mountains. So if you are stuck in a mountain, the things that are penalised most in mountains are archers and light infantry.
Right, so
I think. Sorry, hang on. Let me get this right. Sorry, I'm just. Okay, no. The things. Nothing is penalised in mountains. Things are only given bonuses in mountains for being in the defensive position.
right.
So actually, that doesn't really matter. I think so. Yes, it's a terrain bonus to the defender being in mountain.
So I could perfectly well hire
So
600 camels and 1,200 light cavalry.
yeah, I think so. I think camels are kind of neutral everywhere. It looks like actually, except that they're good in
Actually,
they're
good in
good
desert.
defending in desert.
Right, well, I've hired some camels and stuff. And, now put someone with speed boots on to bring them over to say hello to me. And then,
Yes. So curiously, if you're in the attacking position, it doesn't. Everything. There is no terrain modifier for any kind of unit.
right,
Curiously.
that's kind of weird. You know, riding horses uphill seems like harder work to me, but what do I know? Also
If
for
you're
shooting.
defending, then in mountains you want archers and light infantry.
Yeah.
In preference to everything else. Amphibious landings and straight crossings, you again want archers and light infantry because there is a penalty, and it's a lesser penalty for the lighter units.
Hooray! Right.
But of course, in terms of numbers, light infantry aren't as good as cavalry or heavy cavalry. So, yes, broadly, camel cavalry are kind of somewhere between light and heavy cavalry, except that they are much better in the skirmish phase than either.
Right.
Um,
Presumably
Indeed,
because all
camel
the soldiers
cavalry-
are busy going, what the fuck is a camel doing up this hill?
Indeed, camel cavalry are, alongside horse archers, the best attacking skirmish unit.
Okay.
And almost the best defending skirmish unit, though heavy cavalry and war elephants slightly do better. I think this attack and defence is not related to whether you're in the attacking or defending position in the battle, it's something else. It's how much damage they take versus give. So yeah, camel cavalry are actually pretty good, though not kind of terrifying like war elephants.
Yes, but I can't really hire war elephants because I haven't taken over India yet.
Which are war elephants, disastrous in skirmish attack, well actually the same as heavy infantry, and not much use in pursuit, but really, really, really scary in melee.
Let's go. Confuse them to death. Okay, that's giving me more of a quite large advantage. Of course, I'm getting a bit of a penalty because he still controls Abydos. That's fine. I'm going to go and besiege that back off him quickly. Ish. Let's swap you out for Mr. Siege. Come on. Okay, there's a random enemy on me. Let's get you lot going over here. Okay, they are busy running away. I'll possibly over to one of my smaller holdings, but whatever. I think I should concentrate on getting control of some of Abydos, the core bit of their territory. Because I think I can besiege stuff rather faster than they can. At least until I run out of expensive troops. I have no idea where you're going. I'm not sure you do either.
Ian Dunt has a good turn of phrase even when he isn't swearing. Westminster Council's brain has gone tits up in its eye sockets. I don't know what that means.
Neither. Wretched, isn't it?
Apparently the pedestrianisation of Soho is going to go.
Right. Of course, one way to sort of deal with the thing where you're trying to, well, no, if I want to try and break away from the Byzantine Empire, is to try, as Byzantine Emperor, to be in a position to found a new empire.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, as an emperor, you don't want to do that. But, for once, I think I absolutely would want to do that.
Unfortunately, the created new empire decision relies on your not being an emperor. So you actually have to have de jure control over
the right.
a large area that isn't yet the Byzantine Empire.
Well, yes.
I mean, not impossible, but...
Yeah, I mean, it can be part of the current Byzantine Empire, because...
It must be not de jure part of the
Indeed,
Byzantine
yes.
Empire, is what I mean.
Yes. Right, anyway, 100% release the otter. Yoink.
So, given where you currently are, wow, that would require you to go a long way east.
Or a long way north, maybe?
So Crimea is, assuming that the empires are more or less in a default state, Crimea is in Pontic Steppe.
Right.
The Empire of Pontic Steppe, which extends beyond the Caspian Sea.
Okay, yes.
So you would need to control 80% of that.
Or 80% of the Empire of Rus, which would also be a theatre.
I mean, Carpathia is like a little bit more convenient. But on the other hand, Pontic Steppe may be... Of course, if you're doing this by becoming Byzantine Emperor, that merely means that lots of the de jure Empire of Pontic Steppe has to be in the Byzantine Empire. It doesn't have to be part of the Kingdom of Crimea. So, if other people in the Empire take it, that's also helpful.
It's true. Excuse me, someone's declared war on me as Duke of Abydos. Okay. Glue you not together. Find something with speed boots. Head towards Nicaea. You head towards the coast. Squawk. least this should piss my vassals off, because this is a defensive thing. How expensive is that? Ooh, we've nicked some tech from Constantinople. Not enough to do anything good with it. Right, who are you? Random kinstoke, reasonably promising. Any. Remind me when I'm next at peace, which will hopefully be fairly shortly, that I want to declare to try and change my what's that, Cappadocia? That's Cappadocia. Okay. I'll send you to Cappadocia. I think that would be educational. Lock together, stick your ownership, shake you off over there. Right. Okay. Under all the circumstances, I would try and intercept you, but it's all mountains around here, or far too close to the enemy is. Lock together, insert on ship over to there. This is all getting very complicated. At least we're back in surplus. This is the bit where I'm missing my Vikings, because I could sail down rivers, and this made so many things rather easier. Unfortunately, at the moment I'm prosecuting land wars in Asia, and this sucks. So there we go. you in charge of my armies with 5 martial skill. If you can't go there. Excuse me, I like my laws. Yeah, not military. This is the thing I want. Relieve commander. I don't know how you ever became commander. I can only assume I inherited you in some way. How have I ended up with 3 duchies? Okay. Okay, oh, I captured the leader. Brilliant, right. Release the altar. It says, I don't know what you're playing at, but please stop. So, right, laws. Kingdom of Crimea, inheritance. Right, one of my counts has a negative opinion of me. What? Let's barrel away my tabs. Let's unpause because he'll probably get cheered up in a bit. So you think at least slightly positive of me. You think generally very positively of me, right? Okay. You get the Duchy of Abydos, which will, I think, right, magically cause everything to be in a position for me to change to elective cavalcade.
You sure that's what you want?
Pretty sure that's what I want. I mean, elective cavalcade seems... The only difficulty is when you're trying to, you know, accumulate titles to get, you know, the next level up. But otherwise... you know, I can't... So I could go for seniority, but that gives some very odd things. I can't go for primogeniture. I can go for fully elective, but that seems daft. I could go for ultimogeniture, but that leads to some very unstable
The
things.
elective monarchy is kind of not much better than elective gavelkind because you have different electorates for each kingdom, each top level title anyway. So you have to somehow make them all converge.
Yes. And at least with elective gavelkind, when things fall out, you could usually have enough to be able to go and kick, the younger sibling or whatever that got that. Right. Okay. Now I need to nominate a successor. Which should either be her, but she's older than me, or should probably be Pelagios, as currently the least useless state. Right. So, what have we got? We've got some reasonable spread around the Black Sea, bordering a bit on the Caspian. We've got a reasonable amount of Asia Minor, that weird bit, and that bit. We shouldn't go to...
We do have a fairly large amount of Africa if you wanted an empire down the yes, the empire of... Is that the empire of Africa?
So, hang on.
Maghreb, I think. Alright, is that the de jure?
It's de jure empires.
All part of the de jure Arabian Empire. Okay.
Yeah. Which is rather horrific.
Yes, if you early starts, the Arabian Empire has the whole of North Africa.
Yes.
Maghreb.
Pontic steppe or Rus looks rather more plausible. But yes, I just need to let my vassal levies recover somewhat. And build up some cash so I can hire some people. Right, so how are we doing?
Right, so there is an interesting possibility there. I think. I'm not quite sure this works. But I think... Let me just quickly get through here. So, I think at the moment the Empire of Maghreb is a titular title, which I think means that if you occupy Marrakesh, you may be able to create it. Oh, hang on, no, there's an extra condition.
Also,
if you occupy Marrakesh and of the Berber culture group. Berber culture,
right,
that may be hard.
no.
Damn it. I mean, Marrakesh is rather a long way off, but...
Just a tiny bit.
Yes, okay, most of the titular, well, many empires in fact. Oh no, that's an AI requirement, that's not a requirement on you, so maybe... But like, that's... Yeah, so I think that, yes, because Maghreb is titular, that is an empire you can just create if you occupy Marrakesh.
Right, so my question is, where is Marrakesh?
Morocco.
Right.
In the modern world, so probably further west than you currently control.
Yeah. Is that Marrakesh is in the county, or...?
I think it'll be the county name.
Hang on, I can use the find. So there's Marrakesh.
I mean, yeah, I think I'm just wondering, are there any other?
There is a
empires in
small
particular at this
problem with going for Marrakesh, which is part of the Arifid Empire,
point? Right. Yes. Okay. That might be.
which is
That's probably impractical.
tiny bit scary right now. I mean, it might be.
I think continuing to occupy the Pontic steppe will help you. I think. I mean, this suggests if you occupy Würzburg, you can create Germania, which seems kind of weird, but. Yeah, I'm not sure I entirely believe the particular empire mechanism.
A follow-up connection. Right. So Würzburg is somewhere in. But
I mean, I suppose you could actually look up the titles and check what's the create button tells you can't do.
it's true.
Why the create button tells you can't create. But similarly, the Empire of Bulgaria might be particular at the moment.
So Germania, you'd need to hold at least 2 kingdom titles,
Right.
and control most
Right.
of it.
Does Germania actually exist as a? Oh, are we pre-Holy Roman Empire here?
Yeah.
Sorry, yes, I've got the dates wrong. Might look up Bulgaria then.
I believe.
See what that says. Like that's even local. Because there isn't currently a de jure empire of. So find the Empire of Bulgaria, which you shouldn't be able to track down through this, because it should be an unheld titular title. So you should be able to look it up through the search, through the title search. Empire of Bulgaria. So why can't you create that then? Obviously you can't create it. Right, so I think, yes, that the only reason you can't create that is you don't hold the county of Moesia.
Right, so
Were you to hold the county of Moesia, I think, possibly also 2 kingdoms or some such, but and like that's relatively local.
yeah.
So
So
I think-
local, in fact, it's part of the Byzantine Empire.
Right.
Right, excuse me while I go and find
So
my...
you can't create it as a vassal of the empire, of the Byzantine Empire, but you might be able to create it as the emperor.
I lost Mauricia.
Also, decision to create Hungary.
Well, that's fine. What I can do is just sit here for a little while I get some cash together. They're any good. Can't go and take the Khanate of Bulgaria because the claimant is, well, not because the claimant's a problem, but because the claimant's the same level title as mine. And that will not lead to glorious success. We have shown this in tests. Right, so let's go and have a quick look at Narikala, county capital, and indeed our kingdom capital, which now has a fort level of 6.5, which means it can't be assaulted.
Oh, yes, it's curious because there is a decision for creating the Empire of Bulgaria, but on the other hand, it looks like you can also create it by the normal creator empire.
I've stuck my eye in there to try and create a... Right, I've got a claim on the county of Moesia.
Hang on. If you're planning to do this as Byzantine Emperor, the Byzantine Emperor already controls that county.
It's true, but holding it personally means that I have far more options. Also, there's no guarantee I get to be Byzantine Emperor again. It just occurred to me that was certainly an easy way that would allow me to perhaps quickly, in succession, create a couple of kingdom titles and run away.
Yeah.
But and run away, found an empire in one swell swoop.
Having Moesia might be convenient.
Yes. So how much? We have 5,000 troops. Currently no excessively pissed off vassals. You are the strategist. Okay, you're scary.
He does own Armenia.
Does own Armenia. You know what? Let's
just put this
quietly to one side and
wait until we're stronger.
yeah. Okay, so that is the thing. Let's improve diplomatic relations with you, because you are my least cheered vassal right now. So, there we are. So it's against Calabria. They're scary. Let's not do that. You are not that scary.
Both of your claimants do that? Oh no, she's high chief death by marriage.
Yes. He's only got a county claim. So let's assume maybe not. Let's just check that I can't give her a title. I can't. Entertaining, but almost as strong as me. Kind of tempting, but it's only a county. So you are. That is a county claim. Oh, and that would be truce breaker, because he attacked me. Anatolia is still scary.
You don't get truce for doing that. Oh, is that county in the middle of Greece?
Yeah.
No, it's the one on the tip of Sicily.
Oh right, yes, so it is. There we are.
Sicily.
Or we can get
that one is
Serdica.
the one in the
Yeah.
middle of Greece, but you'll need a...
Byzantine Empire is right out. County of Constantinople is amusing, but Constantinople is really hard to get. That is actually not completely implausible. Now, I wouldn't get all of it, I'd just be getting the coastal bit.
Or presumably the uncoastal bit if you go 2 steps down the list of claims.
It's true, yes. Yeah, but... it's all mountainous anyway. Maybe we should go for... Oh, they're both contiguous to me. I can't even make a decision like that. Okay, you don't have any good pacts. Carnage of Bulgaria was right out. And then Thracasia is this one with a different hat on. Right, I think we declare war for Suvariot. Right. Okay. Right. Doof. Zoom in and find out where the hell everyone is. Together, find Mr. Speedboots. Bring you over here. Right, off we go with the War Crimea ferry service. And bring you over there. There. Oh, that's exciting. Apparently I already have a holding there. I didn't know that. Mind you, I mean, this game is continually an adventure in discovering that I have holdings that I didn't know I had because of inheritance or being transferred vassalage or being gifted something random by the Byzantine Emperor.
I think when the Emperor's giving you things, it's because they were things you wanted.
Well, technically they like my de jure things or whatever, yes. It's true, but it's still a little bit of a surprise because it, I don't have a very clear idea where most of these places are meant to be anyway.
Aurelian are playing the Corn Exchange on 20th of November. Oh well.
Well, there's two problems there. One, it's term.
Yeah, but
two.
And two, death,
And
also they played the new album and I played stuff from the last album. The last album was awful. Very, very childish. Yeah.
Are you besieging a trade post of mine? I think you might be. Ooh.
No problem.
Yes. We have mounted, so actually let's consider putting together
You bring in all of your other troops.
yes.
You've got 325, don't look like they're moving.
Yeah, they are not currently moving. They are going to get
reckon you might stand a chance with that. What's that ship in the just off the
It's coming in.
This might work.
Might not work.
Oh yes, it's 2,800. Okay, that might not work.
Yes, but as soon as I get him in with speed boots, well, that is that lot. I mean, they do also have a river crossing penalty as well. And I have
Where are those 732 going? Oh, they're actually going there. Yes, they will.
Yeah, they got themselves up to 3,000, which is a bit scary.
You've got to stay organised to give to 732.
Well, not really, because then I have to take it away from that one,
No, okay.
which I don't think
Yeah,
is.
I think that the 732 will get there in time to make a difference.
Yes. Not least because they left 300 of their people behind, which probably wasn't what they wanted. So, have I freed up?
Oh, isn't the one that's doing the eastern bit
Yeah.
there?
I have two organisers, but
One of them is, of course, got sucked into the
has got sucked into the battle. But that's fine. I think he did his job in getting people there quickly in the first place.
I think so far.
Fingers crossed, yes. Get you lot together. Stuff you in a ship. And set you over here. Oh, we squashed one of their flanks.
Something looking delicate.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure someone's going to get there. Sort of soon. Come on.
Just managed it.
Yes. Whose revolt war is that? Okay, that's not my problem. Am I still heir to the Byzantine Empire? No. Oh no, I am still heir to the Byzantine Empire. Okay,
You are pretty brilliant, to be fair.
it's true. Right, let's glue you lot together, shove you lot over there, redirect you lot to... I forgot which one is actually the target county.
The southern...
It is Sabas.
that southern section.
Yes. The theme or theme or temme, I have no idea. A, my Greek's not that good, and B, would they be speaking Greek there? In 908, I have no idea. Also, with a 61% war score, I don't actually have to occupy very much. Oh, you're a trade post. Well, let's get my trade post back. Glue you all together and find... Okay, our siege leader is in fact leading the siege. Wow. That's good. to make time tick a bit faster because siege is still boring. This will probably make me threatening again. I was briefly threatening when I took over the Dukedom of Abydos. That was the gesture and sound of Azov pineapples being shoved up one's nose.
Of course.
Yes, this is the problem that for a lot of the people who've got territory in, in Asia Minor, or indeed in quite a lot of the sort of main territory of the Byzantine Empire, so much of it is mountainous, you really need a sort of 2-to-1 superiority, or preferably a bit more, to make that go. My plan here is to see how we're doing this siege, and then maybe, win this siege, and then maybe go off and, do a bit of army kicking. So that has got us 8%. So
I think you should just besiege now. I mean, you're not going to, given that you're all in mountains,
it's true.
marching around is a dangerous activity.
I don't think it's that dangerous, but yeah, you're probably right that it's quicker just to besiege things. And besiege Cedar. And then we've got to besiege Gibraya, which is a thriving and bustling bishopric. What a pity that someone wants to nick it off them. I keep being confused that the leader of the Byzantine Empire is my cousin but not my bloodline, but that's fine. It does make sense, it's just annoying. 97% score. That's slightly irritating because now I have to walk to the next county. And we have arrived in Lycia, which I always thought was in mainland or main bit of Greece, but apparently not.
Right.
Lycia. Ooh, I'll get them. Well, My boss.
Great work. So your boss.
I know my boss gets to keep great work, but it's vital to know that it's there. The pedant revolt is over. Along with, I've got an offspring Elon.
An offspring Elon.
Let's try. besiege faster. And then we are besieging Halicarnassus, so I understand that it is difficult. It's also difficult because I can't lead any of the troops, because I'm busy leading troops on behalf of my emperor. It's going to be irritating because I'm going to get a knockdown from getting somewhere in Crimea before I've besieged Halicarnassus, because Halicarnassus is quite hard. I don't really want to assault it though, because it's a bit tough as well. Oh well. I'm just going to have a quick look in the military tab to see if in theory I can hire, if ranking guards exist or whether they're hireable.
I think because they're a vassal of the. Oh no, if they exist, they will be a vassal of the empire, and so you can't have them.
Yeah.
Unless you want an actual emperor.
I am not currently emperor. It's true. Damn it, I might have to go and fight them. Oh no, I don't. Alright. 100% more score. Release the peace order. Order has been released. And amusingly, of course, because we're still in the Empire, it would still be friendly territory once the war was over. Right, so anyway, let's go and have a quick look at how my minor titles are doing. Some people have died. Right, let's... engage in the usual up-cheering techniques. Let's dismiss you as a commander because you're not that good. And get myself someone else who can do sieges. Cover out finances a bit while we let people do the thing. So, claim on the Byzantine Empire, weak claim on the county of Bern, which I seem to remember is very amusing because I'd need to take on the King of Burgundy, who is much weaker than me. I mean, geographically it's very inconvenient.
Yes.
But
There's a lot of marching across Europe.
it is an awful lot of marching across Europe. Also, I suspect I can't declare war on him right now because it's a him. Right, so yes, Armenia is still looking quite scary.
Which one? Yes, not one.
Yes. Who are you? You're one of my sons. You turned out pretty useless. Also, why are you not married?
Oh, I thought. Oh no, he's not the one who just grew up.
I can marry him to the Strategissa of Armenia.
Well, I mean, if you want not to be able to attack her.
Well, it's not so much that. It's more that this wouldn't be this isn't a matrilineal marriage.
Which would mean that Armenia would at least come into your dynasty.
Yeah.
Whether you could do any better than that, I don't know. But
I think it's worth a try. Because the thing here is, when I die, any pacts like that will disappear. I mean, I'd have to re-get a claim, but I think this might have benefits. So, I mean, it's pity he's a bit useless. It's not like his brother is much better. But, you know, I brought him up myself. It's a pity he came out quite so useless. Let's put down hold a feast and hold us up fair, because we haven't done those for a bit, and that will help cheer things up. Okay, let's verify my vassal. Try and stop that faction who want Gavelkind succession, which I don't want really. Let's just have a look at inheritance. Yeah, he's a little bit hopeless, but not. Spend money on getting the conjurer to pull rabbits out of hats. Good grief. Right. to my Potostrator. There's a point in the Potostrator. Let's go. They're all a tiny bit rubbish. Right. Okay. Point. Use my Potostrator. Get researching military technology. And let's see if you will come what. Let's see if we send you some cash. If you will come what. Probably help. So let's go and have a look at our fractions. Well, at least you've got a small boost there from enjoying the feast. Let's ask politely if he won't do the thing. He won't do the thing. That's good. And then, we can get back to studying technology in Constantinople.
Technological states.
Brilliant. Holy War for Perislow. Okay. Well, I mean, my vassals are being bloody bold and resolute or something.
You might want to check that they're likely to win,
It's
or
true.
because you can probably take over the war if you think Holy War the one you can take over.
So, yes.
I think you could win. I would consider taking over that war.
Yeah, I'm considering
if you
taking.
can. I can't quite remember if you can, but effort join war. Can you join that one? If you select that, then the send button will tell you whether you can. You cannot join our vassal wars except crusades and jihads. Right, okay.
Alright,
Well, have fun.
have fun. It was nice knowing
Might
you.
work. Well, it depends how many of her vassals actually join her.
It's true. So let's just check
Meanwhile, Byzantine Emperor has declared a holy war.
on Azerbaijan. Well, you know, that's fine. Fortunately. Ooh, there's a Bulgarian revolt, which we don't have casus belli against. What about Bulgaria? No, we only have a claim for all of Bulgaria. Serbia. No, 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 no. So... Okay, Anatolia is still a bit scary. We could go off to Sicily, but it's a bit of a faff. No. I could claim Dyrrhachion on behalf of one of my kinstokes. Because they don't look that scary. No, they don't, do they? Alright. Not infantry, that's the wrong down tab. Probably just raise my vassal levies, which would be nice. What's the terrain there? Mountains and more mountains. Do I want to actually raise my personal levies as well? You know what? I think I do. Because everywhere is mountainous. Yay. Walk faster. Okay, right, you accidentally ran into the army. Well, whoops. Okay, that's... No idea who you lot are. What? there. Paused people can't go anywhere. One day I will remember this. Do not go over there. I think, under the circumstances, you lot are able to get a weave on over to that county and start besieging things. I will watch closely in case this lot decide to try and say hello, but temporarily. Yes, but I'll stretch my legs out because my hips are going. Whinge, whinge, whinge. Well, I don't think much of your tactics. They've only got 2 counties and they've wandered off and are possibly going to try and besiege some of my stuff, while I can wander in and just besiege their things while they're not there. Not sure what their great strategy was, but I don't think that was it. That was their strategy. It was not a very good one. Because that's what I ran into. You lot, shove your own shit. Shove you over there. Maybe we'll have won something by the time we get there. Or maybe not. Right, okay, let's tick time a bit faster because siege is still boring. Oops. Let's try and load you into the right damn county. Are you trying to get to my capital? There are places en route that are easier to besiege, I'm pretty sure. I suppose it isn't a county claim. Eventually we're going to have a war. Battle. Let's besiege Gizik. Maybe I should run around in Assassin's Creed Ancient Greece one to find out where, like, all the places that you sort of know from Greek history and mythology, or Greek history are. So yeah, okay, it looks like they're still plodding their way towards the capital, in which point I've got 53% war score. I don't think this is what they wanted. Let's besiege Junavia. I have no idea. My kinsman is now known as Mauricius the Clueless. Oh, yeah. Fair. He is pretty clueless. Right, so we have 72% war score. They've just about managed to sit down outside my capital. Now, admittedly, oops, they are managing to besiege it. How is that going? Okay, I mean, they will eventually get through, but... probably not as quickly as I'm going to get through their stuff. And that I'm going to have 100% occupation pretty soon. Okay, they've stopped besieging my capital. And are busy roaming the countryside, still as two armies, not that they've got them together yet. I mean, I can't see how this is going to lead to glorious success on their part, but who am I to judge? Well, some people have started a faction wanting my daughter-in-law, the Strategitissa of Armenia, to be empress. Well, I mean, good luck. You'll have a 10% penalty for sexism. Well, because other people are sexist. So where are you? Okay, you're randomly wandering through the Empire. I'm not sure how you think this is going to help you as such. And about the only good thing for you is that I've been losing people because I have actually been besieging some places. Yay. Oh, 100% war score through occupation. So you are a Macrodoukas, so that should work.
Yes.
Yes. He's of my dynasty.
Yes, I think so.
Right, well, let's just check that. Bye. Yep, that says Crimea. Right, let's hold a feast. And
So,
then
like, root action.
it's the one. Right, sending out my child to hunt for things. What's it say? Ransom a few prisoners. Unfortunately, most of my vassals don't like me. Right, welcome to my feast. I've become friends with one of my vassals. Let's remove holding a feast from my immediate list of things to do. I think this is a good point to save and stop. So I'm still playing as Despot Sabas the Wise of Crimea, and the year is 913.